Hey, what's up guys and welcome to Anime King 2, and today I'm going to be giving you part 33 of Uchiha Naruto, the Sage. Remember to get this one to 100 like as usual, share it to all of your friends on your social media platform, and also on my main channel I'll be posting what if Tsunade was Naruto's mother, and what if Naruto was trained to be a mercenary. So after this, go ahead and check out my main channel, and if you're new and this is the first time you hear my voice, go ahead and click that red subscribe button and join the Anime King family, and also check out my main channel Anime King and enjoy lovely what ifs. So yeah, without further ado, let's get straight into it. Start the intro. You can change. You satisfy the rage in me. Take away my pain. You satisfy the rage in me. To do a bit of a recap, in the last part, Naruto showed the Sound 4 that their power is nothing compared to his, as he killed off all 4 of them. He then went up to battle Orochimaru, as Naruto knew that Orochimaru was planning something. Orochimaru was planning on trying to take Naruto's body, as he trapped Naruto in a genjutsu, but Naruto broke it, and the both of them appeared in the throne room. So we last left off as Naruto drew his sword and coursed wind chakra through it as he rushed to Orochimaru. So yeah, that was basically that's how we left off. So let's start this new episode. Orochimaru's head came launching towards him. Naruto jumped back to avoid Orochimaru, but the snake continued to march towards him. Just as Orochimaru was about to hit him, Naruto crouched down and swung his sword after Orochimaru's snake form. The blade cut off some white snakes that seemed to be part of Orochimaru's body. In fact, his whole body was made up of hundreds of white snakes, except for his head. The snakes that Naruto cut released a deadly gas as Naruto jumped back to get away from it. Orochimaru then started to charge at him. Amaterasu, Naruto said, as the black flames engulfed Orochimaru, as Orochimaru was hissing in pain and agony. You forced me to enter a fight I didn't want to. You were too weak and I did not want to fight you, said Naruto. But this is your fault. Now I will cook you and make you set ablaze with the Amaterasu, and then you will be extinguished. Orochimaru was screaming in pain and agony, and his eyes couldn't be opened because of the black flames on his face. Orochimaru was not even listening to Naruto's words. He was trying to put out the flames that was slowly eating away his face. Naruto ran through hand signs, lightning style, lightning dragon. A lightning dragon formed and hit Orochimaru dead on, causing him to scream in more agony and pain. Again, said Naruto, as he hit Orochimaru with another lightning dragon. Orochimaru's body was now flowing with electricity that was shocking him from all over. Fire style. Grand Fireball Jutsu, said Naruto, as he released a massive fireball rushed towards Orochimaru. The fire burned Orochimaru, but he was moving up so much, he managed to get out of it. Naruto then appeared in front of him, even though the Amaterasu was still burning his face and most of the white snakes were burnt to crisp after the fire. Naruto then quickly chopped up Orochimaru in little pieces, as he said Amaterasu once more, burning the little pieces, intensing the Amaterasu flames. Naruto heard a whistle from above as he looked up, as Zetsu was on the ceiling. Did you found it? Naruto asked. Yes, said Zetsu. Now, let's get out of here, said Naruto, as he started to walk away. He then stopped, as he saw Orochimaru's blade, as he then picked it up. Zetsu, keep this safe, he said, as he threw the blade towards Zetsu. Zetsu caught the blade as he followed Naruto from behind. With that, they made it out of the hideout. Zetsu was surprised that this time, Naruto did not destroy the hideout and wasn't even thinking of destroying it. Why is this one not being destroyed? It has some valuables that I would like to collect, and it can also be useful, Naruto replied. The Sound Village can be very useful. Don't you think so, Zetsu? Zetsu nodded, but soon it will fall apart since the leader is dead. Perhaps. But what if a new leader stepped up and took the village to new heights? Zetsu was now wondering where Naruto was taking this conversation. When I destroyed Orochimaru base a month ago, we freed hundreds of people that Orochimaru was going to use for experiments. Where do you think those people went? They are probably wandering around the village, since Orochimaru didn't step a foot inside of it since your previous battle, said Zetsu. Yes, the Stone Village wasn't really a village, it was just a place where Orochimaru used for a lot of his hideouts. Those hideouts has his ninjas and innocent people to use for his experiments. What do you think would happen if the village was to rebuild in a normal way with homes, schools, hospital, hotel, and other things? Do you want to do that? Zetsu asks. I can set up some connections to get it rebuilt quickly, Zetsu said. As Zetsu was a bit excited of creating a village, well, technically reforming one. Not me technically. I have someone in mind, said Naruto. Who? Zetsu asked curiously. You will see her in the Stone Village after I've spoken to her. In Orochimaru's hideout. She is now in Kusa, Naruto stated. We are still in the Earth Country. Kusa is just ahead. We will reach it before the other hideouts. I want you to go to the Stone Village and see how things are. And after that, I want you to spread the news about Orochimaru's death. And after that, go to Uzu and record the condition of the place. Uzu? Zetsu asks. Naruto has never shown any interest on his Uzumaki side before. Yes, said Naruto. Zetsu nodded. I will first head back to the hideout to drop off the mask and the sword of Kusanagi, Zetsu said, and then he went down into the ground. Back in Konoha, the group of Jiraiya, Sasuke, Kakashi, and Uchiha arrived in Konoha. They had made several stops on their way back to the village. Most stops were forced by Jiraiya, who wanted to visit the hot springs. Other than that, they had been traveling at a normal pace. They weren't in a hurry to get to Konoha, as they knew as soon as they arrived, they will have a lot of work to do. But Sasuke wanted to reach Konoha, as he was going to do the plan that Naruto told him. However, he didn't say anything while traveling, he just remained silent. And also, this will be the first time he returned to Konoha after 3 years away from the village. Ever since he left Konoha, he had been busy training with Kakashi and Jiraiya some of the times. After all the training, he started to get missions so he could get some experience in battle, but he didn't return to the village, he just took the missions on the road. Still, he felt like something was missing. Nevertheless, he was nowhere near the same strength when he just left for the training trip. He had to be proud of that. His use of the curse mark was also far superior than anyone. Jiraiya had said so, but he rarely used it though. Kakashi had told him to use it when all else fails, so he accepted that, and that was his final move. As the group walked towards the Hokage Tower, Tsunade was sitting in her office when a knock came on the door. Enter, she said. Honey, I am home, said a voice as Tsunade turned around to see Jiraiya climbing through the window. Then Sasuke and Kakashi came through the door. Damn it, Jiraiya, you need to learn how to use a door, said Tsunade as she glared at him. As she then looked at the people who entered the office through the door. Kakashi, Sasuke, you have returned, she said. Uchiha? As she noticed Uchiha with them. Yes, Lord Hokage, she responded with proper respect. What happened? Tsunade asked in a serious tone. During my last mission, my team was, as she went on to explain everything to Tsunade like how she did to Jiraiya and Kakashi. She went on and didn't miss out anything except for some private things. So that's what happened, she said after she finished. Tsunade sighed, rubbing her forehead. Damn, she was sighing a lot today. Anko and Kunai will be relieved when they see you. They have been bugging me to go on a search for you, she said. Uchiha had never thought of what her friends might think if she decided to stay in the mess with Naruto, as she now felt guilty for making her friends worry about her. She hoped they will understand. Kakashi, Sasuke, I am very happy that the both of you has returned safely, as she had got their report on how Sasuke was going already, and she was quite happy with that. Him being strong, make Konoha strong. Yes, Hokage, said Kakashi, while Sasuke remained quiet. She then looked at Jiraiya. Did you confirm everything? She asked, as she said in a serious tone. Yes, everything is true. Uchiha here witnessed the whole thing, as she too participated. Jiraiya replied, as Tsunade eyed Uchiha. This is going to cause me more headaches. I think the council already knows it too. They have been busy lately ever since the news came alive. No doubt that they are planning something, Jiraiya added. The question is what? She then looked at Sasuke and Kakashi. If there is nothing else, you two can leave. You, go to the Anvu and write in your report. Sasuke then spoke up for the first time. Actually, there is something, Hokage, he said. Let me hear it, Tsunade said, as she looked at him curiously. I want to make a request, he began. I want everything that was confiscated from the Uchiha clan compound returned. I don't know anything that was taken from the Uchiha clan compound. Tsunade stated. That is understandable. You were not inside of the village when the massacre occurred. The council know about it. Sasuke replied without missing a heartbeat. I see, said Tsunade, as she think for a moment. I will speak to them. I don't see anything wrong with that. There is one thing left, but it will wait until Naruto returns, Sasuke stated. The others looked at him curiously as they wondered what was the other thing that had to wait for Naruto. A few minutes later, Uchiha stopped hopping on the rooftop as she stood still. She was on her way to the Anvu headquarters when she sensed that Kakashi was following her from behind. Kakashi dropped next to her with his famous eye smile. You could have told me that you wanted to speak with me before we left Tsunade's office, she said, looking directly at him. Kakashi gave a shrug. How is he? He said. From your personal viewpoint, he said, getting straight to the point. Uchiha already knew who he was talking about. Honestly, he's fine, but lonely. I don't think that he has yet to realize it because he's always doing something, she said. Well, at least he's fine for now, Kakashi said, letting out a sigh of relief. He was really worried for Naruto at first. He was happy when he heard the news that Naruto was safe from the Akatsuki. You know you should speak to him and try and get close to him, Uchiha suggested. I have tried that before, but I have never succeeded, Kakashi said with a eye smile. You should try again when he come back, and try and talk to him. Naruto had basically called you someone special to him. He really said that? Uchiha nodded. He might be cold and never show sympathy or emotion for that. Well, he's a good person when you look inside. Well, he's only kind to his friends. Other people he doesn't care about. As Kakashi nodded to Uchiha as she headed off. Back with Naruto, Naruto has arrived to his destination as he passed through the entrance of the hideout. It was closely guarded, but Naruto simply put genjutsu on the guards to put them to sleep to avoid fighting. He did not want to fight some mindless monsters. As Naruto made his way through the base as he finally arrived to the main part, as he entered, he saw the person sitting in a chair. You are Guren, correct? Said Naruto as he moved in closer, as he looked at the woman with her light blue hair. Yes, she said. Now tell me, who the hell are you? Naruto smiled as he thought that she hasn't been watching the news lately or she would have known about him. Naruto had no doubt that his name was being whispered around the elemental nations. I did not came here to fight, so don't be that serious, Naruto said. What do you want? And who are you? She said. Well, my name is Naruto. So what do you want? I have never seen you from the base before. How did you get inside here? I used the entrance, Naruto replied, as he moved forward to Guren. Guren studied him from head to toe, as she already knew that he was not a weak shinobi, as she then noticed the headband of Konoha. That raised all alarm in her head. Another was his sharingan that was staring at her. She got angry as she moved closer and grabbed him by the collar. What is a Konoha shinobi doing in my hideout? Tell me now why I shouldn't kill you right here. Naruto grabbed her hand as he grabbed onto her throat and pulled her in tightly as his sharingan morphed into the eternal Mangekyo sharingan. Tsukuyomi, he said, as he placed her under one of his most powerful genjutsu. Guren found herself in a blood and red black world as she immediately knew that it was a genjutsu. She tried and tried her best to dispel it, but she failed miserably. Everything she tried didn't work. She always failed. What is going on? Why cannot I dispel this genjutsu? She said in an angry tone. Out of nowhere, blood does start to flow in as it formed Naruto. Suddenly, she rushed up to him to attack him, but before she could grab him, 4 other Narutos appeared and grabbed her and put her up on a cross. Guren glared at Naruto furiously. What is this? She said as she was strapped down. It matters not, Naruto said as he watched her. Stop trying to resist. You cannot break free. Guren gritted her teeth. What do you want? I want you, Naruto replied calmly, as he never realized how wrong his statement sounded. Well, until he saw the look of horror on Guren's face. Let me rephrase that, he said. I want you to work for me. Well, with me. What? Never. No, I work for Orochimaru alone. Orochimaru is dead, Naruto said, shocking the woman. No, that is impossible. Orochimaru cannot be killed. What happened? I was the one who killed him. No, that isn't possible. A brat like you cannot kill Orochimaru. Then I will show you, said Naruto, as his Mangekyo Sharingan flared, as he made her see everything. He killed the Sound 4, Kabuto, and Orochimaru himself. No, this isn't real. Just an illusion. Orochimaru cannot be killed. You cannot be the one to kill Lord Orochimaru. I assure you, this is reality. You being one of his most trusted, you must have known where he was a few days ago. No, she screamed out. I will not work for you if Orochimaru is dead. Then, the only thing I can do is revenge his death and kill you. You cannot do that. Your master failed too. Killing me is beyond what you will ever possess, Naruto said. Do you want to test that? She asked. No, Naruto answered without a thought, as he didn't have time to waste. When I get out of here, I will kill you, she shouted. Naruto released the Tsukuyomi, as he then released some killing intent towards her, as she was now in the real world. She tried to stand up, but the force and the deadliness behind his killing intent made her drop to her knees, as she felt like she was about to puke up her gut. This was the first time Naruto has used his killing intent to subdue someone. As she was mumbling something, "Shut up, woman," he said in a tone of pure anger and rage, as he didn't have time to waste. As Guren nodded her head, as she couldn't stand the killing intent, she then looked up at him as she thought of attacking him, but the look in his eyes told her to not do anything, as her body didn't want to move, as she felt like if she tried anything he would kill her. As I said, Orochimaru is dead and I want you to work for me, he said. But I see that you're very loyal to Orochimaru. So tell me, what made you loyal to him? Orochimaru gave me... Naruto then cut her off. Never mind, I don't want to hear it. I will tell you exactly what Orochimaru was. He was a self-serving snake that had no morals and would not think twice of sacrificing his subordinates or terminating them once they no longer have any use for him. But you already know all that, don't you? The look Naruto gave her dared her to say otherwise, as Guren was not going to deny that. Regardless of that, Orochimaru took me when no one else wanted me and gave me everything that I wanted. He accepted me, said Guren. Yes, he did, said Naruto. But what did you have to do for him to accept you? How many people did you kill to be accepted? How many people did you have to betray to be loyal? Even perhaps a certain woman. Guren narrowed her eyes as she looked at Naruto. What do you know? She said. Yukimaru's mother, the woman who took care of you when you had passed out from killing many people for Orochimaru. He ordered you to kill her, the woman who saved your life, and you did. Orochimaru bringing in her son, Yukimaru, and as you look after him. After knowing who his mother was, you felt guilty. You hated yourself for killing his mother. You wanted nothing to make up for the boy. After you, please stop, Guren said in a low tone. You know that Orochimaru would have asked you to kill him once the boy is no longer useful to him. He also promised you to make you his vessel. He never did make you one, did he? That was a soft spot for her. She had been happy, overjoyed when Orochimaru told her that she would be his next vessel. But over time, he picked other people and never chose her. Naruto walked over to Guren as he kneeled down. He lifted her head by her chin and stared into her eyes. So fierce, strong, and loyal, he said, as he moved his hand down to her chest, as his finger poked her breast, yet so fragile. Guren wanted to smack him for touching her, but looking at his eyes, she could tell that he was not interested in her breast. That led her to the conclusion that he was referring to her heart when he said fragile. She felt somewhat insulted by that. If I was Orochimaru, I would have tell you to work for me, and I wouldn't tell Yukimaru what you did. But I will never say that. So, you can either work for me, or not, it is your choice. And I won't try to kill you if you refuse. I will just find someone to do the work I want you to do. But I will kill you if you try to stand in my way. What is it that you want me to do? She asks. But guys, I'm gonna be ending this episode right here. If you want to see the next part of this, you already know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and turn on that bell notification to stay posted. Remember to share to all of your friends on your social media platform. And go ahead and check out my main channel, because tonight I'm going to be posting what if Tsunade was Naruto's mother and what if Naruto was trained to be a mercenary after this. So remember to stay in tune and enjoy the lovely what ifs coming your way. But for now, I'm out. Peace.